48 in from 294. Outbound San Francisco to before Harlem at 28 to 355. Dan Ryan inbound.
Here's Johnny. Thank you. Well, hello there, social media family. Being of any subscribers and our visitors alike, of any persons who are affiliated, associated with, and are representing my own YouTube social media channel, and likewise chat room or comment section. How you all doing? Well, hopefully everyone is doing at least okay, if not better yet to be said, all right. Or if not, best of all, to be said and stated for the record, whereas any of your persons, including your family members and friends as well as yourselves, can or could possibly claim to have become or be of a status, whereas you could say, and hopefully me and mine likewise in the same or similar line of thought, if it were to possibly become or be of a status otherwise, whereas any could claim to feel more blessed and stressed, too blessed to possibly become or be stressed, more blessed and stressed, blessed and stressed, more blessed and stressed, or too blessed to possibly become or be stressed. And moving right along. And excuse, partner, forgive me for butchering the English language in American dialect. Anyway, that of today's or the present social media broadcast is dealing with, or as it is involving, a Joe Palooka, Joe Schmo, or Joe Schmuck, or the rank and file of the criminal elements of society. And as I suspect, he himself could possibly be my main present neighbor from down here of a local neighborhood community drug pusher for a vicinity area. I believe that the news report said that he himself is supposed to be, on the prowl, upon the prowl within the Inglewood, is it? Or Kenwood or Bronzeville, vicinity area neighborhood communities, and whereas that would make up, I would think, a part of my own where I'm at, and whereas this male character is riding a bicycle or bike to simply say, and he's holding the ladies, not counting female impersonators of males, cocksucking faggots, and or transgenders, transvestites, or hermaphrodites. And I'm not homo bashing. I'm just saying, stating for the record. But rather, he himself is terrorizing and traumatizing born and raised female persons upon the Southside of Chicago for what is believed to be for either the, not Inglewood, but though there are rapists and pedophiles, for that being one of the worst or worstest of vicinity neighborhood communities, or rather, it is supposed to be for either the Kenwood or Bronzeville, or maybe both of those particular neighborhood communities for vicinity areas within city limits, and where he himself is holding them at gunpoint, robbing them blind. Well, hopefully he himself is not likewise sexually assaulting or raping them. And while he himself is on a bicycle or bike, and I'm wondering if it could possibly be, a male character, my main neighbor from down here, being among my present public nuisance problem neighbors, being a worse or worstest ones yet within one of the worst or worstest vicinity area neighborhood communities. You never know. Yes, who are the people in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood? In your neighborhood? Yes, who are the people in your neighborhood? They're the person that you meet each day. I always wanted to have a neighbor just like you, or some such other neighbors within one of the more preferred neighborhood communities, if you know what I mean, as in for vicinity area that is less poverty stricken and less crime ridden compared to where I'm at now. But anyway, getting back to the original subject matter, topic of discussion to be debated, of a given argument with many different views and opinions to be affiliated, associated with, and representing some such thereof. Hold that thought. Let's keep coming back where we are. Somebody popped in, popped out just as quick with my own social media channel, and for this particular present social media broadcast being of some such video content. But anyway, getting back to what I was trying to say, as backtrack here to finish up as in complete a former line of thought. So what was I think I was saying? Or anyway though, this male character, according to a news report, breaking news report of a headline, whereas he's riding his bike up on females, and so therefore, ladies, be careful, because this quack cuckoo for Cocoa Pops quack may be out in the streets and on the prowl to do something else to y'all, if you know what I mean, to you fine felines. Born and raised female persons, not counting the female impersonators of faggots, faggots and or transgenders or transvestites or hermaphrodites. Yeah. It's a wonder, from what I'm hearing, he himself, whoever this male character is, and he could possibly be my neighbor, my present main neighbor from down here, of a local drug pusher or Vicinity area neighborhood community. Yeah, be careful, because it's a wonder that he has not himself as yet snatched any of their panties, from what I do recall, or if I do recall correctly or remember it as it was reported for a news channel station, whereas presently he supposedly is only robbing them blind, regardless of how he himself could have possibly sexually assaulted or raped them, but it just went unreported in a news broadcast. Well, hopefully that is not the case or situation, being of which would have the Me Too movements screaming at the top of their lungs, being that because a female sexual assault victim, a female rape victim, could possibly be anybody's mother or mom, daughter, grandma, granddaughter, aunt, niece, wife, fiance, girlfriend, and etc. So be careful out in the streets here, ladies. I'm wondering if the male of a character in question could possibly be my main neighbor from down here, of a local Vicinity area neighborhood community drug pusher and a dope dealer, Then because he be making with the late night evening hours, as well as he himself could possibly be upon the prowl, during more normal hours of the daylight, attempting to scope, stalk, and vamp or prey upon, much rather than instead think to prey with any of his female robbery victims. Well, hopefully they would not become female sexual assault victims or female rape victims. Riding his bike up on the lady. A giggity giggity, a giggity giggity. Getting juggy with it, Rock and roll, oochie coo, rock and roll. And no offense and or disrespect is meant to be directed toward the ladies, a born and raised female person representing the opposite sex in any regard. be any other lice, past, present, or possibly contemplated future sexual assault victims or sexual assault victims, female rape victims or not. I was just putting much greater emphasis upon some as such for the last mention. So this Joker, he's riding up upon the ladies on a bicycle or bike, holding them hostage at gunpoint. You gotta give it up. I ain't hearing none of that. I don't want to hear your lip, I aim to do what I aim to do, practically and possibly by any means necessary, and you're gonna give it up. Holding them at hostage. Hold. I can't even get my words together. Sorry, butchering the English language and making that. Holding them hostage at gunpoint is what I meant to say. Before he go for the gusto. Well, hopefully he's not going for that peanut butter coming from the dookie holes. And then some, as he himself could come off like a trailblazing dookie shoe with all that dookie caked up on the bottom of his dookie shoes, as he could be ripping and running, living in these streets, living in these streets, crossing across vacant lots and in and out of bandos, as in bandos, abandoned buildings, cutting through alleyways and everything, attempting to get back with the lady. Oh man, that'd be looking good. Oh man. Be she herself would be black, white, Asian, Hispanic, or whatever race, or whatever walk of life, faction, society, lifestyle preference. With the exception being of the likes of, female impersonators or cocksucking faggots, or transgenders or transvestites or hermaphrodites, because I don't think my present neighbor from down here, being the main one of a local drug pusher of a male character, could possibly be into some of such others, unless I'm mistaken. But then he may be kind of gay because he himself is always focusing his attentions upon me to attempt to terrorize and traumatize me. They're climbing in your windows and snatching your peeping folks up. Had your kids, had your wives, and had your rugrat dog crap. Cheating husband. Rugrat dog crap dog. Rugrat. Gutter rat, dirt dog. Had your kids, had your wives, and had your husband, cause they raping everybody out here. You ain't got to worry. We are looking for you. We will find you. We will find, so you can run and tell that homeboy. We got your t-shirt. Hopefully one is not makeshift abortionist as well, doing a Jack the Ripper number on the ladies after snatching their panties. Jack the Ripper in the 19th century, he was split the females in half, separating the private parts in the land down under. But the difference is between Jack the Ripper and a rapist or pedophile, he was not sexually assaulting any of his female victims. They're climbing in your window, snatching your peeps and folks up. Had your kids, had your wife, and had your husband, cause they're raping everybody out here. Psycho! I don't know if my present main neighbor from down hell is a member of the 5-Point Star Disciple Nation that could possibly be out here on the prowl, terrorizing and traumatizing the ladies, are born raised female persons. Well, I know he's a drug pusher. That much I do know. Hold it though. Keep coming back, viewer of the present social media broadcast. Anyway, that's all I had to share with you all for the present given moment in time. As I was saying, as I suspect that the what is it, Midnight Prowler or whatever, or as well as the male character who could possibly be on the prowl in the daylight hours, you know, snatching the ladies' purses, hopefully not snatching their panties as well, could possibly be my main present neighbor from down here, being of a local drug pusher, you know, who I think is partly gay, being because he himself is always focusing his attention upon me. I mean, this character from following me into the business office of the management, where all I'm doing is going in there to, renew my apartment rental lease, and he himself is attempting to flip the script and make it seem like he's the victim, to him sitting on a stoop outside the building in the dead of night, regardless whether it could have possibly been for the cold winter season or hot summer season. But then it was for the cold winter season, whereas it never would have been for the hot summer season of unfavorable, phenomenal, record-breaking weather temps of Mother Nature, be it partly man-made or not. And whereas he was saying to me mouth threatening words, and whereas I'm having to call the police on him for that, give him a moment of time for a criminal incident of a nature being as it was in his own right, to him, ride his bicycle or bike up on me and to compliment the name title of the present social media broadcast and on video. So watch yourselves, ladies, out there in the street. And where he rode his bicycle bike in back of me and then alongside of me, and just was a few inches from my physical body, where he could have hit me with his bicycle. And so he did that on purpose, I figured, because he didn't say excuse me. So I had to call police on him, the boys in blue, the big boss man, the fuzz, on him for that particular hate crime of civil and criminal rights violation offense, to him running down the sidewalk and that back of me, behind me, as I'm trying to get to the train station across the street from the building here, to catch a train, to become part of ridership of mass transit and public transportation system for CTA West. From there, I'm having to change my mind, take a detour behind that, and catch a bus much rather instead, to him, in the entrance and exitway of the building. At one time or another, as I'm coming back from my hospital after feeling sick as a dog, and went there to be treated for whatever hospital, be it public or private, and still feeling quite up on the weather, whereas I'm having to take a detour again, do a U-turn and come into the building through one of the back doors, and whereas he would go in and out one back door more than the other back door, mainly most of the one next to my apartment door, and whereas unlike the other back door, the lock mechanism messed up, whereas he had propped something in between the door and the border, and I barely made it into my apartment and closed and locked my door, at some such given on time, and whereas my cell phone was dying out, and I managed to get off a call to the police. Thank God, that was a blessing. And at the same time, recharging my cell phone. He's standing outside my apartment door, cussing and swearing like a drunken sailor, threatening my life, or worse yet, like a dope fiend. So you all take care and be safe out here in these streets, because they're wicked, especially if you have a neighbor from down here or a local drug pusher like what I have. Yes, you all take care and be safe, be blessed, not stressed, and get salvation if you don't have it already. And we're out of here. Peace.